Hi, my name is Dani Roach, and this is my studio. I attended the Ringling School College of Art in Sarasota, Florida, majoring in fine arts, and that's been my life's work. Besides being a mother and a wife, my entire life has been spent creating art. This piece here is plexiglass, and I titled it Shadow Dance, and as you can see, the shadows, to me, make as much a part of the painting as the painting itself. And this has been a fascinating experiment that I've been doing for a couple of years now. I'm not one to sort of stick to one style and continue and have this continuity. I'm very experimental, try different things, and that's where I get excited. So this was a piece that I did recently. And there's a similar pieces here, which are the same feel. These pieces This piece I titled Hal, and it's also on plexiglass, and this one I didn't try to incorporate the shadows. I used a lot of silk paper, and I use all organic papers. I try not to use anything that's not organic. Of course, I never know what I'm going to use. I scare myself sometimes. But this is acrylic paint, and again on plexiglass, and this one is. I really like the depth that I got and the layers that I got, and that's my goal, is to get those textured layers, that back and forth that you get. And the plexiglass gives this vivid punch to the color, which I just am really excited about. Even though I love the shadow look, I also love this sort of vivid knocks of color that you get out of these plexiglass pieces. This painting I've titled I See Me. And it's got just lots of collage, lots of layers, lots of organic paper. And here I did do what I said I don't ever do. Try not to do and use papers that are less than organic, but I just found these shapes so interesting, and there's this reflective piece in here that if you stand in front of it you can actually see yourself, and which I thought it brought you into the painting and the painting to you, and I like that idea. These are also pieces off of patterns that I found on vacation, just drifting around, these old McCall patterns, and I just love the colors and the shapes, and so I kind of incorporated that whole feel into this also. And these are monoprints that I've done over the years. And then I do scratching into the paint, and I think I have a button here. So I really am a very collagey person that likes lots of texture, and I like the painting to pull you into it as much as it can, and I hope that this one does by being able to even see yourself in it. As I said previously, I attended the Ringling College of Art and Design in Florida, and it was originally founded by the Ringling brothers. So there was certainly a circus background to the whole thing. And I decided that I would do what I call a nod to Ringling. And I did tons of sketches. I do this at home when I'm not in the studio. This is one of the sketches that I did, one of many, trying to come up with an idea of the way I felt when I was not only at Ringling, but the way I felt about what I got from that. And this is what came out of that idea. And I think this is a joyous painting, because I was joyously happy when I was in school, because I was majoring in fine art and doing exactly what I wanted to do. And I wanted to convey that in this painting. And there also is the symbolic 3 rings, because this circus was known for having 3 rings. But I hope it says much more than that. I hope it says the joy and the excitement that I felt. And again, I used paper. This is all organic paper that I tint with watercolor, and I try to use all natural papers, as I said. These are rice papers, I think, and mulberry papers. And then I incorporate the paint, and I also do sort of a scratch on the paint, and I go back into the paper and repaint and retint it, and it's a multi-layered thing. The difficult part about this is I'm working backwards. So everything I do, I have to turn it around, and then I have to look at it, and then I have to turn it back around. So it's very tricky, I think, to go back and forth like that. But it's just a challenge. But I like so much the punch of the color and the drama that you get on this plexiglass that it's worth the effort to do that. So this one was my joy of being an artist, and I consider myself lucky every day that I get to do exactly what I enjoy doing the most. This is a painting that I do on canvas. I work on canvas a lot. I've just been doing the plexiglass paintings for 2 to 3 years now, but I go back to canvas often. And this is one I started probably 4 years ago and put it away because I thought it was either need to be thrown out the window or painted over. I couldn't decide which. So I pulled it back out one day because it was a nod to one of my favorite artists, who's Sam Francis. And I figured Sam had probably turned over in his grave, as I was nodding to him. So I reworked it, and I really am quite satisfied with it finally now. And it's incorporated this one. I have used papers, I've used acrylic paint, I've used a brayer, I've used watercolor on the acrylic paints. I've used almost everything I could get my hands on again. And I finally feel comfortable with it, and I put in this little section here, I put a fortune cookie which says, "Focus on the color blue, and tomorrow you will have good luck." And Sam Francis had a passion for the color blue, so when I did the fortune cookie, I thought, you know, that was the last thing I did to the painting, and I just thought, now I'm done. And so now I'm happy with what has finally evolved over a 4-year period. I have several artists that I really do admire, one of which is Rauschenberg, and I've just been reading a wonderful tribute to him, and it encourages you so much to read how other artists evolve and work, and gives you that drive to keep going no matter what. And I will continue to do this as long as I can. Thanks for watching this video on montagio.com. You can also go to their website and see upcoming new videos that he will be doing. And I think there will also be paintings. I'll be rotating paintings on the website, which again is montagio.com. Thanks again for watching the video, and have a nice day.